best player in the history of Ohio State football. And I've talked to guys from USC, Notre Dame, Alabama. Once you get to that ilk, it's very difficult to separate eras. And we're talking about one of the top 1 to 5 programs in the history of the game. So this is difficult. So I'll leave it up to you to fill in the blank.
This one, there are a lot of very good options. I mean, you got Orlando Pace, who's possibly the greatest tackle to ever play play the game. He invented the pancake. You've got the older guys, like the Hopalong Cassidys and Jack Tatum's, and there are just so many that Ohio State has had throughout the years. But I think really there's only one guy that you can go with, the only 2-time Heisman winner in college football ever, Archie Griffith. So yeah, I think you've got to go with him. He 2-time Heisman. It's came close to being broken a few times. Tebow, people kind of thought might do it. Johnny Manziel. There's a few guys that they win as freshmen. You've got Lamar Jackson, who's coming back. So it may be broken someday, but right now he's the only 2-time guy. So you got to go with Archie on this, but I really feel bad leaving out Orlando Pace here because, that guy was just so dominant out there. And also Eddie George is another big one who was just such a big part of all of his Buckeye teams, even though they never kind of got to the level that they wanted to because they had to play Michigan every year during that time. And that's back when Michigan could actually win games. So, but you've got to go with Archie on this one.
And with Archie, it also came at a time in which prior to that, freshmen couldn't play varsity football. And he started right at the time that freshmen were allowed to play varsity football. And as his career went, 72 through 75, he played on about as successful a teams, especially that didn't win national championships, as you could possibly imagine. Michigan only lost like 2 games in 4 years and couldn't get to the Rose Bowl because they did 4 consecutive seasons and went to 4 consecutive Rose Bowls, 4 Big Ten championships, lost 4 or 5 games during those 4 years, and he wins 2 Heisman trophies in a row. So that's about as prolific as it can possibly get. All right, Brandon, we appreciate you breaking down Ohio State football, favorite players, best players, most impactful players. It was a good time.
All right, thanks, Mark.